Hello everyone. This is going to be a quick reading and it's just kind of pure curiosity on my part. Shelby HEWITT, who is a 32-year-old woman, has been accused of posing as a high school student and going to school as like a traumatized student who is in DCF custody, even though she's 32. She used her position as a social worker to create fake email accounts and fraudulent persona as a 16 and then a 13-year-old. It said that the story was starting to not line up to other students, and also there was some discrepancies in her paperwork that staff noticed that put them on to the fact there was something going on. Yeah, I just want to kind of see why she did this and what her intention was to do this, because that's kind of scary. She was in the school day to day pretending to be a whole young person when she's not. This is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Let's start with, what was Shelby's high school experience like? She cared a lot about what other people thought of her. The Lovers, Two of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. And didn't really get what she wanted from that experience. It's like she wanted to be loved and accepted and for others to see her as she felt she was, but it was met with numbness. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse, met with numbness. She didn't get what she wanted out of her specific high school experience, but it doesn't feel like to me that that's the reason that she's doing this. Feels more like I want to see if I can get away with it. Almost like I was unable to convince people of the truth about myself back then. So I want to see if I'm better at convincing them of a lie now. Like, there's a deeply rooted wound in her from people not seeing her for who she was. Yeah, that's the deeply rooted wound. It's like she built her whole life on the subconscious belief that she would be misperceived. And then there's something with her job, something with, I put myself into a position of authority with DCF, and it makes me feel more like the villain, and it triggers that part of me that just wants to be loved and wants a new beginning. It's almost like she wanted to be the one to be in her position at her job and be able to convince people that they were trying to help, but people did not believe that, and it triggered this wound from high school or from grade school. It's like an itch that can't be scratched any other way than going back and convincing myself that I can convince others. Show me her mindset. Believes her own illusion or delusion. Like, in her mind, because she didn't mean harm for anyone, because she felt like she was coming from a place of, I thought this through, and I'm not doing it for ill intentions for anyone else. I'm doing it to help heal a wound in me so that I can help others. Like, that was her mindset that she believed. And it's like she still sees herself. It's like part of her psyche is still with that wounded version of herself that still wants others to see her for who she believes she is. but there's no way for her to express this other than like taking action on. It's almost like she sees what she did as her rescuing the inner child version of her that was deeply pained by being unable to convince people back then that she was a certain way, or it almost feels like she was trying to convince people of the version of herself that she wanted to be but wasn't there yet, so that she could feel ready to step into that version of herself, is what I'm getting. There's also a feeling of, I want to witness firsthand how other people handle this. I want to like find coping mechanisms from other people who are in similar experiences and embody that so that I can heal. Because I feel trapped in a lower vibration. It's like she could not heal this one specific corner of her mind. And I feel like it's her work was reminding her of that wounded version of herself that just wanted to be loved, just wanted to be heard. But she's believing her own delusions here. It's like, it's worth it for me to try even if it doesn't work. Like, I'm sure she thought through, what if I show up and people are like, oh, you're definitely not 16. You're twice that, right? So it definitely ran through her mind. But the risk was worth the reward. The risk was worth the potential reward. Yeah, devil in reverse. I need to release myself from these chains at all costs. And I make a final decision to alleviate the stress, to scratch that specific corner of my mind that needs to be healed. But it's also like she doesn't know how to express it. She doesn't know how to say it that way. Did she have any weird intentions for other children that she was around? More so just to deceive them about what the truth was. That would be the other people she's around. This is the deception, and then the truth is on the other side. So the intentions that she had was to take people who she was lying to about the essence of who she was, and seeing if she could convince them about the truth of who she wanted to be, if she could heal the wound from back then. She wanted to create a support system for herself of people who are at the age group that part of her psyche is trapped in. It's like, I need to figure out how you guys are all handling your stuff, because there's part of me that's stuck in that same age and I don't know how to handle those wounds to get out of it. This is a strange... She went with it because she believes her own... She's not seeing clearly that the plan is illogical. It's like she's been hyper-focused on this wound for so long. She can't think about anything else. All she sees is, how can I lasso in that healing light for this one piece of me? So no weird intentions for the kids. More than just to confuse them and keep them in the dark and see if she could. My phone's about to die. 1 second. How does she feel now about the decisions that she made? At least I tried. At least I showed up for myself. It's almost like she expected to get caught, but didn't expect to get in that much trouble. I guess because this isn't like a typical thing that happens a lot. It feels like she was in the mindset of, if I get caught, I'll chalk it up to mental health, and then it'll be like the cry for help that gets me the relief that I need. But at least I tried for myself. At least I showed up for myself. At least I took action. It's almost like there's this piece of her that's like, okay, well, I'm taking one for the team because I'm showing how easy it is for these type of things to happen and for the system to be infiltrated. And I don't know, there's like a couple different things going on in her conscious and subconscious mind that are very contradictory to one another. This feels like a psychotic break, which may seem kind of obvious, but it's weird because it also fueled her. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she went to like be an advocate for, I don't even know what it would be. Like the lack of protection when it comes to children's mental health. It's like she wants to be an example of why that's important. Yeah, High Priestess in the Tower when I said that. Yeah, Six of Swords reversed, Two of Cups. She just is stuck in this mindset that she feels like she is being supported. She feels like because her intentions are not to hurt anyone but to heal herself. I don't know. It's a very strange mindset. Need 3 more cards to wrap this up. Her priority was to plant the seeds to take the swords that had been put in her back during high school or grade school, take them out of her own back. It almost feels like if she could have gotten away with it, she was going to write a book or something, like, but not put it as if it was real, but put it as if this adult pretends to be a student and goes back to school and learns all these things. And it's like that, or if not writing a book, centering a certain healing or something around what she learned from this experience. Yeah, to help people unchain themselves from their wounded inner child, their sad inner child. That's what I'm getting. Get 2 cards to confirm or something. I don't. Secret weapon, alive, work. Yeah. My secret weapon was to bring what I learned into my work, to help people stay alive. She thought she was going to help people with their mental health from her experience, because she first had to help herself. I don't know. Lack of flow. Oh. She felt like she didn't have anyone in her life when she was younger to teach her certain skills and coping strategies, and she wanted to teach them to others, but she couldn't do that until she healed that part of herself. So this is why she feels like doing this was taking one for the team to risk something that would bring rewards to other people if she could unpretzel in her mind how to heal from something that she felt blocked from healing. To reverse what she'd gone through. Yeah, drama and struggle both in reverse. To reverse what she'd gone through. Almost like backpedaling through her experience so that she could look at it again from an adult perspective and see how that experience could be translated simpler to children from the adult perspective. I don't even... She wanted to be seen as a leader, but needed to free the part of her that felt locked in that childhood self in order to do that. That's what I'm getting. Please remember, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Again, this was just curiosity. I just kind of wanted to know. So, have a good day.